Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Today we're going to be trying the Chameleon in the Abyss again. This is an AT ship, it's an extremely crazily OP ship. It's like a Tech 2 Gila, a really powerful Gila. An absolutely amazing ship. Like, we're going to be doing T6 exotics right here and we've got over 1k DPS. Absolutely insane what this kind of DPS this ship can pump out. And we also have some really good tank due to the fact that we have a lot of mid slots. And I will get more tank if I replace the third Multispectrum shield hardener with the Pith shield boost amplifier. But the reason is just because I want to get a bit of buffer because the Chameleon has naturally pretty low like total shield HP. So that's why having good resist is quite important actually on the Chameleon. So either way, we're going to jump in straight into the Abyss right here. And let's see how fast we can do this T6 exotic. I hope that I'm able to do it under 10 minutes because this is just such a fast ship. I don't think I'll do it under 10 minutes, but it'd be fun to do it under 10 minutes because these will go a bit faster than Firestorms, I think, since we will be having really good damage still. The Vespas, they do quite a bit of damage, not as much as the Hammerheads, but they'll still do a lot of damage. And we don't have the increased armor of the enemy ships. It will also be a bit more relaxing in general for our tank because the kinetic resistance is reduced and very few deadly NPCs in the Abyss do kinetic resist. The main one would be the Bethnic Abyssal Overmind or Ethno-Bethnic Abyssal Overmind, and even that hardly does any damage, or at least nothing significant that we can be like, oh, I'm taking too much damage. Let's just group our drones right here. The Tech 2's now got the tanky over here. Let's just jump straight into it. T6 exotic. I've got some implants here that I've actually already got them plugged in. I was just using the fitting simulator thing on the test server and it was just giving me extra implants. But you can see here we've got some pretty insane implants. We've got yellow jacket drone tuner. It increases our drone damage by 5%, so it's really good. It also, however, makes our drones a tiny bit squishier, but it's only a 10% more squishier. Alright, let's see now. This is actually a wave that takes forever to do if you're in the Firestorms. Because the Lucid Deepwatchers, they do have a lot of HP naturally. And then you combine that with the increased armor, they take so long. And there's 4 of them. It's not like, oh, just a few. It's 4 fat Deepwatchers. Take forever. So we're going to have to send in those drones as fast to get working on those guys. Okay, let's take out this Firewatch over here. We're using the MWD to go with a full clear style of Abyss right here. I find it really difficult to get an MWD on a Gila to tank decently because it'll just get popped because it's hard to bling it. So you can, even with the bling, to get the enough capacitor and fitting room with an MWD on and fit everything else you want to have, like good like damage, good resists, and you want a good capacitor especially. But the Chameleon is very good for this because it's got 4 low slots and an extra mid slot if you compare it to the Gila. So it's really useful. Very good fitting. But it's bad in terms of its power grid. It's really bad fitting there. I got so much less power grid than the Gila. It's got like 400 power grid. Gila has like 700. So you're really limited on the power grid here. Alright, let's move in and grab this extraction node over here. Unfortunate that I can't shoot with my light missiles. This Ephialtes is just out of range. It's like 30 something, 34. Grab this. Maybe try shooting a little bit. Some will maybe hit if we're a bit lucky. Grab this. And we go to the bio adaptive cache. Now we can start wreaking havoc with our missiles. Our drones do a lot of DPS. Just with our drones, we have 700 DPS. Add the missiles in, even more. Absolutely crazy what we can achieve with the Chameleon. It's just got so good damage bonus. Damage bonus to its light missiles and drones are basically like, it's got similar kind of bonus type, like increased light missile or missile and drone damage, but the thing is this is cranked up even more than the standard Gila, so it's really a powerful ship. Alright, get this by adaptive cache. And an interesting thing is that with a Deepwatcher wave, each Deepwatcher goes a bit quicker than the previous one because they all are. When you've got 4 there on the grid, they're going to be 3 of the guys RRing him or doing remote repairs. If there's 3 left, then there's only going to be 2 people remote repairing him. If there's 2 left, there's only going to be this guy who's going to be remote repairing him. And then if there's only this guy, then no one's going to be remote repairing him. So it's really good in that regard. Can orbit this gate right here. and blast him down with the light missiles when we get him. Yeah. I'm just curious now, does Augmenteds have better tracking than the Tech 2s? I'm curious if they do. Okay, we can start shooting this other Deepwatcher right here. Because the Augmenteds, they have like similar HP to the faction. But they're faster. Yeah, look, they're faster. Okay. Let's see now. The damage is definitely more. That's a classical thing with the Augmenteds. But where is the tracking speed? It should be on the turret tracking. There we go. Turret tracking 0.78. So tracking is the same here compared to Tech 2. So there's no difference there. But it is faster. And that can be helpful, especially when you want to get the drones to travel fast to an enemy. It's good to have the good travel time. Alright, let's keep range here. 500. We finished the quad Deepwatcher wave in like 4 minutes. That is really good. That is definitely a good time for a quad Deepwatcher wave. It takes me like a very long time to get the quad Deepwatcher wave done in the Firestorm. More than this at least. I can't remember how fast I did them because I've not done a whole lot of T6 Firestorms in the Gila. In a Nikitursa, it takes like 7-8 minutes, something like that. So it is a really slow process. Okay, we've got a ton of starvers right here. So we're going to knock out these guys real quick, real fast. And we're going to also use the Augmenteds. I want to just try using the Augmenteds against these frigates because they're going to be going fast. They'll maybe have an easier time at wrecking these guys. There's starving Vedmak. There's a lot of starvers here. A lot of starvers. Yeah, we're also being anchored down. We have to just kill these guys fast. The Jamovics are very good to kill if you want to be like newt efficient. 2 of these guys newt as much as a Vedmak almost. And if you think about it, usually 2 Jamovics will go down quicker than a Vedmak. Alright, there we go. Wrecked him. Wrecked him. One thing we could have done here actually is to take out that one anchoring Damovic, because we could just have MWD'd away. But then again, the starving Damovics will still get us, but it would be a lot easier to avoid newts. Say there was like a lot of starving Vedmaks, a good way to avoid newts is just to kill the anchorings, and then you're able to kite them, and they won't be able to newt you as hard, because they're a lot less effective in terms of their newts when you're further away from them. Okay, good. And then we'll go for these tanglers and anchorings afterwards. Yep, pretty much like that. This guy's going to go down very fast as well. Maybe the Vedmak was actually quite quick here. It was right nice. Maybe it was because of the good tracking of the Vespas. They're able to get good tracking because the cruise is very big, you know. So it felt like maybe even it was actually 2 Damovics was actually the same speed to kill as a Vedmak, or maybe not. I just got one tap there pretty much. Oh, we should have actually gone for the anchorings first, so we could MWD at least. Yeah, they're going down real quick, real fast. Okay. Now we can start MWDing now. Great. And I wish I could use a Chameleon on Tranquility without stressing out about gankers. It's just unfortunate. It's such an expensive ship. I guess it what makes it so special, you know. Makes it very, very special. It's such an amazing ship in terms of its performance. It's got downsides compared to the Gila. It's not perfect. There are things that definitely don't make it a perfect ship, like the shear buffer is a problem. Lower than the Gila. Gila has 4k HP. We got 2.25k HP here. We also have really bad power grid, like I mentioned before. So there are obviously downsides, but the damage you can get, the tank, active tank you can get, because of the extra mid slots, and also it's got pretty good resistance naturally on this ship as well, really make this an absolute boss of a ship. Now it's just really our MWD holding us back here, because it'll take us a long time to actually get to all these loot nodes before the next wave. I should have definitely gone for those anchorings first, because then we could have at least grabbed these in the meantime. We can even reload our missiles. There's no point in keeping them going on, because it's anyway going to take us, our drones can do everything, so it's going to take us longer to grab all these loot cans than actually kill all of these NPCs. There we go to the 100-kilometer one over here. Let's see now, is the time 8 minutes have gone. This ship is just another level. I wish there were skins, but there are no skins for the Chameleon, unfortunately. The ship is like a skin of itself because it's got these like lines here. There's no skins for it. No skins, no. Can pop this by adapter over here. Get this extraction node over here. Yeah, it would have been really much faster if we had just decided to take out the anchorings initially and continued. It's just that there were so many of these stupid starvers. That's just a bit of the issue right there. I was a bit panicking because of that. Oh, we get Tachyon Cloud. That's nice. There were free speed boosts. Oh, my drones, they just slingshot past me. Alright, let's see. I got this. So annoying when you got the Tachyon Cloud and WD and then you're trying to loot at the same time. Not a smooth experience, to say the least. Come on, Chameleon. It's called a Chameleon, I think, because it can use a covert ops cloaking device as well. It can use a covert ops cloaking device. And that's actually a pretty cool thing, because you could sort of have it avoid gankers. If you have gankers camping on Abyssal Trace, you know, covert ops and just cloak and warp away. The only thing is that people could easily counteract that by just sprinkling drones everywhere. Like Tech 1 drones cost nothing, you could just spam them everywhere. We'll just decloak you. Ah, come on. Approach the wreck, please. Approach the wreck, Chameleon. Yeah, look here, we wasted like 1 minute, 1.5 minutes just gathering this loot right here, so we definitely could have been more efficient in our route planning. But we did kill stuff fast, like damn fast, so fast. We managed to wreck these NPCs. It was so good. Alright, let's get there. Transfer conduit and see what we get in the last wave. What do we get here? Jumpy jump, jumpy jump. There we go. Going through the abyssal tunnel. What is this? Ooh, Vedmax again. Okay. Then go for this one. Anchoring Damavic. Let's take out this stupid anchoring Damavic who thinks he's going to hold us in place like before. Lock up these starvers as well. You just want to underestimate them. They can get you pretty good if they get you in a tight situation. But it should be alright. Use the lights here. Take out this starving Dama. Good. And we can just lock up all the Vedmax because the Vedmax do a lot of DPS. They go down very quickly as well. Since we have like really good application, it's not going to be any problems with application here. The main thing I'm thinking about is the Vespas, like if they miss. That's not going to happen with these. Or not at least particularly common with the Vedmax. Big cruisers, they're going to hit very hard. Okay, extraction node, grab this. Oh, are they targeting my drones? I hope they're not targeting my drones. They could be targeting my drones. They got yellow box, but I think that they're just out of range. Yeah, they're just out of range because the disintegrators, they just turn off if you get out of range. It's a very useful way to tackle the Vedmax if you have trouble with particularly the Vedmac wave. Just fit an MWD. It's easy mode then with the Vedmac waves because you can keep range from them and they won't be able to get close to you because a standard MWDs on most cruisers is enough to kite them. They won't be able to catch up with you. You'll be faster than them. And then if you're outside 25 kilometers, their weapons will turn off because they don't work outside that range. So you effectively completely nullify all the Vedmax if you just have an MWD. But that's assuming you don't get caught by a ton of anchoring Damavics. That's a big assumption right there. If there was like 5 anchoring Damavics, it would take you a long time to kill them before the Vedmax, and it would give the Vedmax at least a long time to spool up to some good damage and wreck you. Who's this attacking? A striking Dama. Let's see. Have they destroyed these Damavics? There we go. Yeah, destroyed that Damavic over there. Just disappeared from the overview. The drones are that loyal. They just do stuff without me asking. Here I'm noticing actually that even though I'm using an MWD, I'm not able to keep range. Like they're still able to be attacking me all the time while I was going to this extraction node right here. And I think that's just because the Chameleon is quite a slow ship. It's actually slower than Nagila, so that's another downside. It's heavier than Nagila, weighs I think like 1,000,000 tons more or something than Nagila, or 1,000,000 kilograms more than Nagila. So it's got a bit more of a weight to it that's holding it down. So we go 1.4k a second with this MWD. With Agila, we'll go 1.7k. And that'll make it a lot easier to keep a range on these Vedmax, because I think they go just about, you see that? They're going to go to like MWD speeds they've got, I think, here. Or I don't know if even that's Afterburner. They go to like 1.4k, 1.6, something like that. I'm not exactly sure the particular speed of the Vedmax, but they do go quite fast. So it's not like you can't outrun them with an Afterburner. You can with an MWD though. It seemed like it was a bit hard here just because of how slow we are naturally. Okay, great. Finish that wave. Total site completion time under 14 minutes. I mean, that was not extremely fast, I'm going to be completely honest right there. We did have the Lucid Deepwatcher wave, it is a bit of a slow wave. Another thing to take into consideration is that the Vedmax are not like, I guess they are a bit faster than the Firestorm, but it's not that much, because in the Firestorm you reduce their thermal resist. Their thermal resist is already very low in the Firestorm, so they have hardly any resistance in their armor, even though the armor is buffed up quite a bit. But you know, I would have hoped to be a bit quicker than 14 minutes. We did, however, spend a lot of time, you know, messing around, trying to get that loot cache, so we could have shaved off 1 or 2 minutes if we were more efficient in our piloting. There we go. A Chameleon doing T6 Zig Exotics. I want to definitely do more of these. It's just so fun because I've done over like way more than 1,000 sites of Abyss in total, like 1,000 T5s, a few hundred T4s, a couple of hundred T6s, all in Gilas. So I have a lot of experience in the Gila, and it's so fun using something that's like a direct upgrade, because there isn't really any ship that's equivalent of a direct upgrade. Some people will tell me that the Ishtar is a direct upgrade of the Gila. I don't think so. I think the Gila has lots of benefits over the Ishtar. The Ishtar obviously has benefits over the Gila too, but I prefer the Gila over the Ishtar. This, however, is just a straight up, almost complete upgrade to the Gila, apart from those downsides I've mentioned previously. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.